right. Welcome to the Craze in 10 or less. This is the show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under. And if I don't, let's think about that one. All right. Anyway, so I normally don't do this, but for some reason I have to. So on yesterday's segment, I did discuss the controversial, epic letter from DC Comics separating from Diamond Comic Distributors. Well, today, because Diamond responded with a letter trying to provide some clarity on what happened with the separation, and it's obvious they were disappointed by it, I thought I'd share that with you. So I found it, although I got the letter last night, I was tired. So I read the letter. GamesRadar.com posted the letter as well. Just give them a shout out. And basically it says, today DC sent out a retailer communication indicating they are ending their long-standing relationship with Diamond. In April, we were informed that DC was going to begin distribution products to additional partners. At that time, they asked us to submit a proposal for a revised agreement with the understanding that Diamond would continue to be one of their distributors, which we promptly did. Then they requested an extension to June 30th, which we also accommodated. Last week, DC requested an additional extension through July. We responded with questions, and DC indicated they would reply today, June 5th. Instead of receiving a response, today we received the termination notice. While we had anticipated this as a possible outcome, we, like many others in the industry, are disappointed by their decision to end our partnership so abruptly at this time. Although we had hoped to reach an agreement with DC, every great change also presents great opportunity. I think I said that, right?
You got a gift, my friend.
Rest assured, Diamond is a strong company and our success does not depend on the actions of one business partner. While we recognize this change impacts the industry, we are well positioned to seize growth opportunities and are committed to the success of our publishing partners, the direct market, and our industry as a whole. Sorry, but my dog is under the table biting the crap out of me. So we continue to be excited about the growth potential in the comic, game, and toy industries, as well as growth opportunities for our other Jeppy family enterprise companies. I truly believe that our comeback will be bigger and then our setback, and our best days are ahead. Thank you for your continued support for all that you do. So, obviously, they didn't expect. They might have said, well, we can salvage this. So I'm thinking about it. If I'm a long-standing business partner and I start seeing some flags, right? My partner is saying, hey, we're going to add some other distribution channels to the pipeline. So we're looking for better deals. Show us your best deal as another business partner. So I'm getting this after years of business. I'm like, oh, we have a problem on our hands. Let's try to be as reasonable as possible without shortchanging ourselves. So I don't know the mindset behind that negotiation or what they were thinking about in the bullpen at the Diamond headquarters, where they were just like, yo, what's going on? Let's get into this. Did they put out feelers, get some agents on the ground and say, hey, find out what's going on? Is there any chatter out there? Is this a done deal, or do we have an opportunity to salvage it? So it looks like they felt they had an opportunity to potentially salvage the relationship. And so I guess in business, there is no loyalty, because if you're reaching out and you're communicating to a long-standing business partner and you're saying, hey, look, this whole pandemic thing put us in a position to really reevaluate our business structure. So we want to do things a little differently and to protect ourselves so we don't get caught up where our product is not getting to stores because our main distributor decided to shut down. This is the route we're going to go. We still value you as a business partner, so we're giving you an opportunity to, renegotiate with us. But bear in mind, we have other business partners that we are currently in negotiations with as well. So make that your primary consideration when you're going to send us your proposal. So now, after all these years and all that going back and forth, the request for extensions, and then finding out the way everybody else found out, I think that's a little shady. That is, a little it's messed up. I don't know. But there must have been something else that we don't know about to cause them to say, you know what, we're just going to put a letter out and say, we're done with you. Instead of a phone call and saying, hey, let's talk. Here's where we are. So I thought that was a little crazy. So remember when I asked myself the question, who are these other companies? Who created these companies? Are they owned by DC Comics? UCS, Comic Distributors, and Luna Distribution. So I have to do some research on that and get back to you guys. These distributors, right? So who's Lunar Distribution and UCS Comic? Right? So Lunar Distribution is owned by DCBS, a discount comic book retailer headquartered exclusively online. Now this one is the most awesome one. UCS is owned by New York's Midtown Comics. What? Say what? Here's a way for Midtown Comics to ensure their future success. I didn't know that. You guys might have known that. I didn't know that. Remember, I've been out of the game for many, many years. I've been back in podcasting for about a year now. And this is crazy. Midtown, who's been servicing the big boys for ages. I mean, they've been one of the biggest, I think, Midtown Comics, and it's Midtown Comics, it's Mile High Comics, and I forgot, they're like the biggest vendors for the big two with their annual purchase order in the millions, right? So they saw the future, they saw the horizon. They said, oh, we got to change this up. We need to make sure that if we don't want to struggle if the store starts struggling, so how do we protect our store? Hey, best way to do that is to distribute the product that we're actually purchasing. Man, I wonder what that deal looks like, what kind of discounts they get. That is fantastic. So this is the response. What do you think? I think this is, a step towards changes, right? We started with virtual Comic Cons. I still don't know if there's value behind that, but we'll see. Went into this change with DC. First it was Alterna. Now I'm pleasantly surprised about Midtown. Crazy. True story about Midtown. They really, really do support the little guy. I remember when I first started doing Cosmic Wars and There's Nearly in My Toilet and George's Rush 5377. We went to them and they put it on the shelves, and they did well. So that's my dog. That's me. It's my cue. This is the Craze in 10 or less. Diamond responds to DC's letter. Midtown owns distribution. The world is going bananas. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Rara. Peace.